We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Washington football team. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Cleveland. first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the 50, it's Watson. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. A gain of 6 there on first.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown! A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Back near his goal line. Here's Heineke. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. To throw is Heineke. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down at 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Heineke winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. On first down, Watson letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Heineke now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A first down throw for Heineke. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Heineke. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Lorenzo Carter with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable for Grant. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Throw caught here by Bird. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Point after here coming up. And it's 17-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Browns drive about to get started. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Watson on 1st down. Check down to Breida. He juked him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did. And he took full advantage of it.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the counter, Gibson.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, touchdown number 15 of the year.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, Heineke.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here from the 38. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Out of the gun, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
On second down, here's Heineke again.
His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing, Heineke.
Flushed out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's pulled in at the 32.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll give it here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, it's Watson.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
Come on, bring it, baby! Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Browns add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Heineke. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson.
And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. On 1st and 10, Heineke. Open man is the tight end, John Bates.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Heineke.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 8. Heineke.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there was one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Play action now. Here's Heineke.
Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Looking to throw, Heineke.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson,
his 21st touchdown of the season.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And a short return to the 6-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. From the red zone now, Watson. And the ball is out. Watson lost it.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
The 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Washington on third down.
They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
From the gun, Heineke.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Heineke. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Throwing now, Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking to throw. Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 25. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Big hold of the 30. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. 20.
Get off the field.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a squib kick. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.